We are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son. 45, Mike. Ready? You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Switch. 61, matchbox lights.
A first down throw, Darnold. A pass complete to Hakeem Butler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 31-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 36, 36. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch, switch, switch. Check 43. Check.
From the gun, Winston. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? Blue ready. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Come on. Sunday. Get ready. Check 24. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Complete to Dorsett.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike 34. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 13. Check 13. Check 26. Check 26.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, even.
Out of his end zone, Winston. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On second down now, it's Bell. And some room to run now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 57 to Mike. They gonna need some. Wait. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Jam. Check. Hatchet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
57. I'm coming for you, Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the slant. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Third and long for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is out.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 98 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now this throw caught left side. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. That is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3. Check 3. Flip. Wide. Let me go.
Now Winston steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Slam. Go 80. Go 80. Bravo. Here we go. Let's go. Go 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. Mike 7. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Darnold from the gun, looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Exit. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, 80. Check 3.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Herndon's got it complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. In the bank, lady. 53 is the Mike. 53.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
On second down, Winston again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Hey. Let's go.
Following the interception, Winston. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit. You momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Topper!
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. They're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 9. Check 9. Hey, stop. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, Now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Check back 34. Mike 34. Watch the screen. Pass. Set it. Hey, lady. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go again with Bell. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Here goes that. 50, lady, 3. Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, Steve 6.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. This is Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the curve.
He finds Le'Veon Bell kiss him goodbye. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, 28 yards. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
White. Where do we go?
Off the play fake, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 53 is mine. Come off the ball hard.
To throw on second down. Bell, he'll buy some time right.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Jets on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Red 80. Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52.
Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter does this on him, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here we go, even. Green, triple T.
Shit.
Short.
A first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Green, triple T.
You can't
flip it.
You can't block me. Check nickel.
Let's go.
Now Winston. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Alert 3.
Sonic. 5-0.
Come on. 57 is Mike.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Jets 38, Buccaneers 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 61 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Winston now. It's complete. It's Miller. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. A big offensive